Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. This is issue 63 of Build Your Own X-Ring from DeAgostini. Now, last time we did lots of detail stuff with this, putting in little clear panels and little joystick control type things on here. This time we're going to be putting all that together, which is good because I don't like having lots of loose bits. We have some more parts, but we'll get to that after we've had a quick look through the start of the magazine. As ever, it's got stuff in it. This is the more recent toys that I have no memory of. I didn't bother with. I was older than toys by then, although technically I suppose these are collectibles. But yeah, I didn't bother with any of that. Don't remember any of those. I do like this Kirby wing design. I do quite like that. That was from one of the Rebels ones. But yeah, all cool. L337, a custom pilot droid. Is he from something I know? Don't know. I think that there's one in one of the games that hasn't got any legs that sort of hovers, but I don't know. It's obviously from a cartoon, a comic. Yep, there we go. All cool. Oh, that was from Solo. Okay, I do remember her now. Yes. Right, so we're doing the front instrument console. So we get a big bit with lots of holes in it, ready for things to be fitted. We have a collection of parts that I'm not taking out the tray yet. We've got a big bit, lots of silver pipes, little connecting bits, little rubber hose things, which so reminds me of the old Hasbro figures. They had a pack that had the face masks from Empire when they got out the Falcon inside the thing and flew out through the teeth. They had like a face mask thing that tied up around the face of the little 3 1/4 inch figure. It was this same rubbery material, although it's transparent. So we've got all of those parts. We've also got a bag of more screws to use. So that's that. It says the first step in fitting the instrument panel is to get everything together, which is a very good place to start. So we've got way back from issue 5, 60 issues ago. That's like 2 years. That's ridiculous. It can't be 2 years because it's only 100. It's parts every week. So no, just over a year ago. So we have that. We have all of the little side panels, those bits and that bit and that bit in the middle and that bit at the front. And then we have the new parts, which I'm not going to put out in position. I shall just get them out the tray when needed. Now, as ever with these trays, static cling is an issue. So when you're taking the lid off of it, make sure none of these are stuck to it and you've thrown them away, because you'll be needing them, because they only give you the bits you need. Right, to start with, we're getting this. This is obviously going to go on the top there. It's not going to go on there yet, and that's obviously what the screws are for. So we'll keep that to one side for later. We're fitting this to here. We're putting this bit that way up. It is actually a little bit different. It's not quite the same as in that picture there. It's the red circle down there is not as pronounced, and obviously we've got transparent bits instead, which go behind that transparent part there. So that is going to go onto there. The 4 pins are going to go into the 4 holes, and that will, if I get it lined up just right, push through and hold it in place. I've got 1 through, so I know it's in the right place. That's 2 through, so these have got to work as well. There we go. So there we have that. It starts to come together and starts to look good. I'm happy with that. So yeah, push them in so it goes flush. And then we're going around the panel. We're getting this one over there. I thought they'd going up the side next to him, but they're not control panels. They're more display panels, or I don't know. You can't reach them. Or maybe you can reach these bits if you lean forward enough. But it gives a nice different texture to the display there. So we're doing that with the left panel as well. Cool. It's starting to come together. It's starting to look good. It's starting to look complicated, which is obviously, you don't want a big kit like this to look too simple. So it's nice when it's getting complicated. So we're getting the big one on the front, and that goes on there, that side, that way round. Just like that. So less of these holes are being used than I expected, because we're covering over a couple of them. That's that on there. Right, then we get the part that's come today. It goes into that one. Very nice. Yeah, looking good. Then we're getting the longer upper side one. Oh, that goes over there. There, that's where these things go. So that sits in there. The little triangular one. No, not the triangular one. That little one there goes in there. It does help if you get it in the right way up. If you try and put it in upside down, then it won't fit. Who could have possibly guessed that? You've also got to get it the right angle, or it won't go down properly. Let's try it down there. There we go. That's that on there. So far, so good. The final triangular bit goes over this side in there. Come on, I know you're the right way up because that's the only way that one will fit. But for some reason, that one isn't fitting. I'm sure it is, it's just that I'm not quite at the right angle. It's definitely the right place for it. There's one peg there that's got to go into there. There we go. So that's that. Get in there. Now we've got to do the fun thing, fitting the links. The silver and black details supplied are fitted to the surface, represent links between the panels. Although they are push fit, using a little super glue will provide extra security to keep the links in place. Now I'm probably going to try and glue these from the inside rather than above. So let me now get these pieces out. See, static gluing. None left in there, so I can get rid of that safely. So we've got these and that to worry about. Yeah, let's see. Silver, 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 rubbery, plastic, plastic. Right, we've got the little silver one. There's very long pins, so glue isn't necessary, it says. Now we're turning that way round. And it's going between those two by the looks of it. So that way round. I'm going to use tweezers for this again. Just so we can all see where it's going and what it's doing. So it's going in those two holes there. So I'm going to do that while it's down there. It's very strange. They say it's got long pins, so you don't need to worry about glue on this one. But the other ones, we didn't make the pins so long, so you might have to glue them. It's like, oh, why don't you just make all the pins long enough so it's all a good fit? I can't get that in. I'm going to have to get in closer again. Oh, or maybe not. No, I bent up that bottom pin. Right, let me tidy that up. Get my glasses of seeing on. And get in closer and see if I can tidy that before I come back and show you it not broken. Right, yeah, that pin, for some reason, was very, very tight in there. And, in fact, broke off when I tried to put it back in the second time after straightening it. So that, in theory, would move. But it's such a tight fit that it isn't going to, so I'm probably not even going to have to worry about gluing it, but you can get to the inside if you should need to. So that's that. What I'm going to do is do the rest of these off air, because it's just fiddly close up, you know, twiddling with stuff. That U-shaped bit goes up there somewhere between that hole up the top there and those ones there. Then we've got a couple more of the long silver pipes down there. I'll get the silver bits done and then I'll come back and see what it looks like. Okay, that's all the silver bits in. It seems to be an underlying theme that one of the pins will go in and one of them won't. On this one, again, one of them didn't go in very well. I had to file it down a bit. And these ones, one of the pins of the, I think there's 4 on each of them, just one of them was too big for the hole, so I had to make some adjustments to that. But that's that. Then we're continuing with other parts. We're putting this one on there and that bit and that bit. I'll get those done again behind the scenes and come back and see it with all the pipes in place. Okay, that's all of those put in place on there. We've got the black rubber tubing going around the edge, the silver bits in there. There's one other piece that, strangely enough, goes inside here. I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be just about visible through the bottom there, or it's the underside. So you can see a bit of it coming around the edge. It's little details that make it something special. So that is then going on there and held in place with the 3 screws as expected. So as ever, get each of the screws in place first before tightening any of them down, to make sure everything lines up. It pretty much has to again on this, but it doesn't hurt to check and make sure. I haven't actually glued any of these pieces in place. They do seem to be quite secure, but it does say you may have to. If you do have to, then obviously feel free, go ahead. But as this is going to be, say, stored safely and not moved around, and once it's all together it should be okay, I'm not going to worry about it. So there we go, 1 extra screw, that all together. So that is that. It should look like that from below, as it says it does, and it should look like that from above, which it does. So that, as it says, is stage complete. That was a long buildy thing, but we've got a nice looking piece at the end of it. So there we go. So next up, we're going to be adding some lighting effects and some bit more detail to that, because there's still a few more panels that have got holes on them, as you can just about see on there. But other than that, I'm happy with how that's coming along. Nice picture of L3, whatever it is at the end there, L337. I'm going to have to check now, because I hope I remember things, but I know I don't. L337, there we go. Yes, so that was that. That was issue 63. Thank you very much for watching. I shall return very soon with issue 64, and then 65 just after that, and then it's the long wait for the next issue. But if you're liking the build, do like and subscribe. Leave a comment as you're here. Let me know how you like it, what you like it, if I could do something different or better, or everything you want to talk about, really. So thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.